I wonder if this is the extreme horror novel. Maybe it is. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing really well. As you can see from the title of today's video, we are opening the December edition of the Abominable Book Club book box. We're a tad late to the party, though this did arrive a little bit later than they normally do due to strikes and things going on in the UK, and just, yeah, various Christmas delays, so it's quite nice to open this after Christmas actually, as like a bit of a New Year present instead. The Abominable Book Club book box is a UK based subscription service, so it's all focused around horror and thrillers, and this one I've heard quite a lot about actually, this particular edition. I've heard a few people say that there is like an extreme horror in here, which is not something I normally reach for, so I'm quite intrigued to see how I fare reading it. I really don't think I've ever read any extreme horror. I think the closest, like most gnarly, kind of gory-ish thing I've probably read is Tender as the Flesh. So I'm, yeah, a bit of a noob to this, so I will see how I fare. First up in the box is a book. This is Psychic Teenage Bloodbath. Nice. I wonder if this is the extreme horror novel. Maybe it is. Cool, the cover is fun. I'm guessing it's some kind of slasher, hoping by the rainbow font that we've got some LGBTQ plus representation. That would be really awesome. And the... we're a bit dusty. So the blurb on this one says, Susan Ward is in a coma. She's been there for 1 year ever since the accident. She can't speak, she can't move, she can't even close her eyes. Unable to sleep, Susan has gone quite mad. But deep within the recesses of her mind, she's discovered a new and frightening set of skills. And now, 1 year later, Susan will use these skills for one single-minded, blood-soaked purpose: revenge. From the sadistic mind of Carl John Lee, author of Horror House of Perversion, comes a nightmarish tale of vengeance and brutal stomach-churning blood violence. A psychic teenage bloodbath. Don't let her inside your mind. Rated X. I've never read a book that has a rating, ever. I'm either going to think that this is really, really cool, or I'm going to hate it. I don't quite know where I'm going to sit on it. We'll find out. I'm intrigued to try this. I don't know when I'm going to try it, honestly, but yeah, it feels pretty cool. It feels Amazon, which is not a problem to me at all. I'm a self-published author, but you know the feeling of an Amazon KDP book when you feel the mat cover. Next up we have the snack, which God knows after Christmas I obviously need more of, and this is some Cocoa Pizzazz caramel and honeycomb milk chocolate bar. Nice. White and milk chocolate blended with caramel and crunchy pieces of honeycomb. Fancy. This sounds pretty good. Oop. Next up we have teas and coffees, which I won't open because they're really loud, but they always come in a little package like this. I just really like the attention to detail with the cool sticker. You normally get a couple of sort of like fruity teas, minty teas, coffee, hot chocolate, all that good stuff. Next we have another novel. This one, I like the cover a lot. This is The Fervour. The Fervour by Alma Katsu. I've not heard of them. I do not know. But they have been blurred by Catriona Ward, which I take as a good sign. And the blurb of this one says, as World War II rages, Meiko shares eerie childhood stories of yokai and malevolent demons with her daughter Eiko. These stories hold them together as they must confront the horror of being shipped to an internment camp in the Midwest. Never mind that Eiko is American, that her father is in the US Navy. They are Japanese. As Meiko and Eiko, I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right, learn to live in captivity, a contagion begins to spread in the camp. What starts as a cold quickly becomes fits of violence and aggression, even death, and soon a government medical team arrive, more sinister than the illness itself. Meanwhile, strange things are happening outside the camp. Wrecked weather balloons and tragic explosions draw Fran, a German expat journalist, and Archie, a widowed minister, into a world of conspiracy and creatures in the shadows. As the world tears itself apart, it falls to Meiko, Fran and Archie to lay their country's demons to rest. Okay, this sounds fun. This is, yeah, this is another Titan. It's another Titan book. I'm normally quite a fan of Titan. Yeah, this sounds really cool. I do really like the cover. We have a bookmark. I think this is, yeah, this is the one, this is the Spookmark series. And it's got this very happy fellow, very happy festive fellow. Possibly like a Ghost of Christmas Past or something. Oh, he's the Bleak Man. He sounds like fun. Everyone, meet the Bleak Man. Stay here long enough and you'll meet him too. We also have a little sticker. There you go. Got this little fun guy. He will live on the laptop. And I missed this earlier. So also in there, in the box, there's an envelope which has a little signed vinyl. It feels like vinyl. Vinyl book plate, which goes with the Psychic Teenage Bloodbath. So that's very cool. And right in the bottom of the box, you have the second-hand book. And this is probably my favourite bit of the box, even though it's like kind of hit or miss for me, but I'm quite picky, so you know, that's on me. So every month you get a second-hand book, which is wrapped like this. So it's in like brown paper, and then you get the wax seal, which is very cool. And this book is obviously completely random. Everyone gets a completely different one. I've had a couple where I've had like some of my favourite novels accidentally. One I've been looking for ages was The Girl Who Loves Tom Gordon by Stephen King, and I got that a couple of months ago, which was really cool. And then sometimes you get them by James Herbert, and I don't like James Herbert. I know I'm in the minority, so you know, but it's a bit hit and miss, but that's the fun of it really. This feels like a hardcover, which is pretty cool. I have not heard of this before. This is by someone called Mo Hader. It's called The Treatment, by the same author as Birdman, which I also haven't read or heard of. This looks quite old, which it's cool. It's maybe quite 90s, I guess. 2001, and interestingly, this is quite a fun little fact, printed in Chatham, which is like 5 minutes away from where I was born. It's pretty random. Cool, yeah, so this is the book. The blurb reads, Midsummer, Brockwell Park, a pleasant residential area of South London. A husband and wife are discovered bound and imprisoned in their own home. They are badly dehydrated, have been beaten, and the husband is close to death. But worse is to come. Their young son is missing. When DI Jack Caffery of the Met's Murder Squad, AMIP, is called in to investigate, the similarities to events in his own past make it impossible for him to view this new crime with the necessary detachment. And as Jack digs deeper, as he attempts to hold his own life together in the face of ever more disturbing revelations about the past and the present, the real nightmare begins. Horrifying, unforgettable, intense, The Treatment is a novel that touches the raw nerve of our darkest imaginings. Ooh. So this sounds more like a thriller, which is fine. I quite like a thriller. I haven't read a thriller in like quite a while, actually. Yeah, this is like it could be quite fun. I'm glad that our cover design has come away since this thing, because I think this cover is hideous. But the blurb does sound very cool, so you know, that's fine. Last but not least, we have a pin badge. These are really cool. So the guys that run the book box also have like a kind of accessories company, I suppose. Sometimes they sell t-shirts and hats and stuff, called Abracadabra, which is a brilliant brand name. Yeah, so pretty much every month you'll get an enamel pin which they design, which is really fun. And this is this month's one. Very cool. So that is it. That is it from this month's box. Loads of goodies, lots to read. I'm really intrigued by that extreme horror novel, but I honestly don't know when I will get around to reading it. Maybe I'll even vlog reading it, just to a bit of first reactions going on in there, because I really honestly haven't read anything that could be considered extreme before, so we'll see how that goes. But I am intrigued. Thanks for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do hit that like button and be sure to subscribe to my channel, and I will be back with another video soon. Bye!